In chapter 8 of Fundamentals of Human Geography, so in transport and communication, we had done about the transportation. We were doing the modes of transportation as well. In modes of transportation, very first we have started the lane transportation. In land transportation, roads are one of the important part. Today in this session, we will learn about the distribution of roads in different parts of the world, and we will compare about this distribution of world between the developed and developing countries. The quality of roads vary greatly between the developed and developing countries. As we know this thing, the road maintenance require heavy expenditure. That is true. For the maintenance and building of road, we need large amount of expenditure. There is need of large capital investment. But in developing countries, in one side there is good quality of roads available, which are universal and provide long distance links to the in the form of motorways, autobahns like in Germany, and interstate highways for the speedy movement. And in these countries which are developed, lorries and vehicles of heavy size to carry goods and loads are common. But the same thing, one, the roads quality and vehicles, both things are missing. Unfortunately, in the developed and developing countries, both things are missing. And that is why, due to the dearth of good roads and good quality of vehicles which can carry heavy loads and commodities, that's why there is a problem in underdeveloped and developing countries. When we compare the distribution of roads in the world, the total length of road in the world is 15 million kilometer, and out of which 33% lies in North America, which contain the countries of Canada and USA especially. Even North America have the highest road density and the highest number of vehicles registered in this continent compared to Western Europe as well. Next topic is traffic flow. Traffic flow ensure the movements of motor vehicles over the roads. And the traffic flow depends on two things. One is length of road in a country and number of vehicle. But unfortunately, traffic on the roads have been increased dramatically in recent year. And when a country, the road network cannot cope up with the demand of traffic, a problem of traffic congestion occur. And recent year, most of the cities in the world are facing a problem of chronic traffic congestion. Cities are facing the problem of peak and trough of the traffic. Peaks means high points of traffic, and trough means low point of traffic flow that can be seen on roads at a particular point of time during the day. For example, peak are occurring during the rush hour before and after the work. This is a time when peak hour occur twice in a day, and this is a time when in the morning between 8 to 11 o'clock people leave their houses and rush to their workplace. And in the evening, this peak traffic hours started after 5 o'clock, when all the people leave their offices, leave their workplace and rush to their homes. And most of the cities of the world are facing the problem of traffic congestion. And traffic congestion is not primarily a problem. It's not a real problem, but rather the solution to our basic mobility problem, which is that too many people want to move at the same time each day. And that's why, because of efficient operation of the both the economy and school system require that people work, go to school and even run errands during about the same hours so they can interact with each other. That basic requirement cannot be altered without crippling our economy, not our even economy of any other nation and the society. The same problem exists in every major metropolitan city in the world. If you see the mega cities of the world, you must know, like in North America, New York, Washington, Sao Paulo, Brasilia, here in London, in Europe, this London, Paris, there's Lisbon and all, even Cairo to Johannesburg, even Cape Town, here in India, Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, even new metropolitan cities like Bengaluru, Hyderabad, all these mega cities are facing this problem of traffic congestion. And result of this traffic congestion is pollution in the cities, and pollution is occurring of every kind because of traffic. There is air pollution due to the emission of carbon dioxide from the vehicle, sound pollution as well, and diseases to human as well occur. And big thing, lower it this traffic congestion lower the speeds of goods on the roads, and this is rising traffic congestion, which is an inescapable condition in large and growing metropolitan areas across the world, from Los Angeles in America to Tokyo in Japan, from Cairo in Egypt to Sao Paulo in Brazil. Peaks or traffic congestion is an inherent result of modern way of society. It stems from the widespread desire of people to pursue certain goals that inevitably overload existing roads and transit system every day. But everyone hates traffic congestion and keeps getting worse. In spite of attempted remedies, commuters are often frustrated by this traffic congestion and inability to do anything. And people are frustrated about the problems, which poses a significant policy public challenges. Although governments may never be able to eliminate road congestion, there are several ways cities and states can move to curb it, but still problem in most of the cities is not going to over. Thank you.